Hello everyone, we are on day 19, so I would say officially it's kind of like last lesson of this packet because the last lesson, which is lesson 20, is just to check your fluency. So if you could actually add or multiply negative numbers. So officially day 19 is my last lesson. Okay. How do we deal with this? So in this lesson, you will see two-step equations. So we're going to be solving equations. So we have solving equation. So you'll see a lot of stuff in there. So like you see additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, and even distributive property. So a lot of those things in there. So in order to actually do all those problems, there's something I want you to understand. There's few steps you always have to follow all the time. So if there's any problem like two-step problem, so I want you to, the first step should be distributing. So distribute any number or any term. If you see anything you can apply distributive property on, so do that first. So that's the first thing you got to do. So your next step needs to be combining like terms. So you need to combine like terms. Third one, applying additive inverse. So if there's anything being added or subtracted, so you need to get rid of that first. And the last step would be using multiplicative inverse. So that should be your actual order you need to follow to solve those type of problems. So let me just kind of give you a kind of acronym for this one. So I would say let's just take D from this, C from here, A and M. So I would say you always have to follow D, C, A, M to solve those simple equations. D, C, A, M. Distribute, combine, additive, and multiplicative inverse. So let me show you first the example. So let's say I have negative x over 3 minus 5 and it's equal to 7. First of all, is there anything you need to distribute? No, I don't see any parentheses. Now, is there anything you can do to combine like terms? Yeah, kind of, but I would go to additive inverse. So I see negative 5, so I would do its inverse both sides. Negative x over 3. Cancel, so 7 and 5 added 12. Okay, 3 is dividing. What would you do to cancel that 3? I would multiply by, don't forget there's a negative, so I would multiply by negative 3 both sides. 3 and this negative is going to get canceled out, so x is equal to negative 36. There you go. That was my first example. Let's move on to second example. I have negative 3 parentheses x plus 6 and it's equal to negative 9. First of all, do we have any parentheses we need to distribute? Yes, I see negative 3 outside the parentheses, which needs to be distributed. So let's just apply rainbow property. Negative 3 distribute to both of these. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 6 is negative 18. And it's equal to negative 9. Okay, now after distributing, we can combine like terms, but I don't see any like terms, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do additive inverse right away. Negative 18, I would add 18 both sides. It's negative 3. These two are going to get canceled out. So negative 9 added to 18 is positive 9. Oh, I forgot about x. Lastly, this negative 3 is getting multiplied to x. So I would divide by negative. Don't forget to carry the sign. So these two are going to get canceled out. So x is equal to 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. Here you go. One more. So let's start with that. I have 5 minus 2 parentheses x plus 3 and it's equal to 11. Gosh, this looks so scary because I see a lot of stuff happening in here. Oh, some of you guys might gonna think about combining these two. Can we do that? Now, this is something you need to watch out for. Order of operation. Do you think you can multiply or you can add subtract before multiplying or dividing? No, you cannot. So first you got to do multiply or division, then we do adding subtracting. So I can't do 5 minus 2. Instead, I'm going to follow DCAM. So let's distribute if there is anything like that. I see negative 3 supposed to distribute to this. Okay, so 5 would stay the same. Negative 2 distributed to x is negative 2x. Negative 2 distributed to 3, it's negative 6. Next, do you see any like terms you can combine? So on the left hand side, I see two like terms, 5 and negative 6. These two, isn't it? We can combine those. So let's combine. Negative 2x would stay the same. 5 minus 6, what is that? It's negative 1 and it's equal to 11. Now, time to deal with this. Looks exactly like last example we did. Let's do additive inverse. So negative 1. I would add 1. Negative 2x is equal to 12. Finally, multiplicative inverse. So I would divide by negative 2. X is equal to 6 is my answer. Here you go. So that's how we deal with these type of problems. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.